Okay, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Chatter with the host, Mama Q, and myself, Hunting and Stuff with J&J, better known as JJ. And today's guest will be Bassinbinkstv, so stay tuned. Hello, Painting the Red Roses. I'm sorry, Painting the Roses Red. How are you doing? We're just waiting for Josh to get up here. He's the guest for today, and Mama Q was running a little bit late, so I figured I'd just start it and get people in here. What's up, Mess Hall? Nice to see you. Yeah, bro, that was kind of upsetting when this turkey was about 30 yards away, if that, and I missed it. And if I would have let it go, Jack would have got it.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Josh?
What's up, John? Come on. All right, there we go.
We're just going to hang out and talk with people in the chat for now until Mama Q gets here, because she's primarily the question reader.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Did you hear I had a turkey come in and I kind of like misfired?
Did not hear that.
Yeah. He was about a big old tom, about 30 yards away behind the tree my son was sitting at. And I thought I had a good shot. And I did take the shot, and then he just started flying away. And I was like, oh, what a sad sight.
He was real close.
Yeah. He didn't even make a sound coming in. I didn't even know he was there until I saw him. And if I would have had a little bit more time to think about it, I think I would have just let it go and let Jack get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's hunting.
It's hunting, not harvesting. It ain't easy.
Yeah.
Some people get lucky. They go out the first time they kill a bird. All right. Well, might as well open up my tackle bag, because I'm most likely going to be showing people lures today. All right.
No. You will.
Upstairs?
You know.
Yeah, a little bit, but somebody was plugged in.
That Dawn?
Not down here. Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I will not be on camera.
He's showing his face.
Well, I cannot do that right now.
Well, you can come here and look. Nobody will see you. No, you're off on the side. She's dyeing her hair, so she don't want to. Yeah, say something. She'll see you.
The classic dyeing
Oh
your
my
hair.
God, look at that baby face. I want to pinch his cheeks.
Mama Q's running late.
She's making chicken. Yeah.
There she is.
All right.
Oh, look, Katie's put him here.
All right.
Whoa. What's up, NBA? Nice live stream today.
Hello.
Oh, it's so weird seeing your face up here. I'm like, maybe I won't show my face. Binks isn't going to show his. And then you're like, I'm going to show my. I'm like, oh, no, I have to do it.
All right.
Well, I already did the introduction before anybody got on, so we're good with that now. I do have to cut it short because I have to. Well, and that's up to you. I don't know if you wanted to continue it because I wouldn't be long, but that's up to you, Mama Q.
I can go. I got time today. I already got dinner in the oven. My brother's got the other part under control. The kids are good, so I can handle it.
Then I can go because I got to go. Ashley and Zach's apartment got done today, so I'm leaving here a little bit before 8 o'clock to go see it, and I'll be back.
Tell them to send me pictures. They will. Ashley will.
What's up?
Ariana, that's,
All right, we got.
no, that's not lip gloss. That's not lip gloss, Ariana. That's eyeshadow. It's funny. She just put liquid eyeshadow on her lips. Now she looks at me. She goes, "That's confusing. It's a lip gloss brush." Makeup is confusing, child. Go play. That's what you get for getting into my stuff without asking. All right, so yeah, I'll give it like 3 minutes and then I'll ask.
Yeah. And we'll ask questions that we wanted to ask, and then the chat can ask questions too. I moderate the chat while Mama Q is asking questions, so we'll be all good.
I'm gonna check the chat for a minute. My face will be off and on the screen because I'll be checking the chat. I would have been ready in time, but dinner took me a minute to get ready.
I hate having to read the chat though because I got to freaking wear my glasses.
I mean, I could do both.
No, don't do that. You can. We'll do it the way we've done it. I don't mind though.
I mean, I know your grandpa eyes get tired sometimes.
Fox, the smartest dog in the West. Hello.
Oh my gosh, Fox! Forever. I haven't seen you in forever and a day. How are you doing? How's that cute puppy? Have you seen her dog? It's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a dog.
Where did I see Fox at? Where was the main? I think Rattletrap.
Rattletrap. Well, no, Fox. I met Fox and Paula's. Fox is actually where I found Rattletrap. She gave him a shout out.
Rattletrap was one of my first subscribers when I got into live streams and the whole shebang.
I was at the James Clark show, and I was just at 388 earlier today. And then the guy's like, "I'm your 400." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
The first channel I started really consistently watching and interacting with was NBA.
Yeah, and well, no, Paula. Paula was my first one because Bruce told me about Paula. I actually started watching Paula before I even created a channel, and then it was NBA, and he's the one. Him and Paula are like, "Do it live. You can do it. Start showing your face in videos. You're pretty. I don't know what you're talking about. Blah 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 blah." He supported me always.
The channel that got me into live streams and following people and all that and subscribing and whatnot was Weekend Warrior Outdoors.
Actually, I take it back. It was Ruth and Eric that originally got me started. But I mean, it's like I forget that because they're my family. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't take them for granted as much. They started me into it, and then other people that boosted me along the way were Paula and India.
That's all. Yeah, I knew Weekend Warrior before I was even doing live streams. I followed them on Facebook and used to talk to them on there.
Yeah, I didn't write the questions down, but I actually have a list of questions for you in my head. So I know more about fishing though, so I should be fine. And that's all just got stuck with me because I'm like, I don't know what what to ask. So I'll know more next time. I'll figure it out.
The one that originally got me into YouTube was my cousin, because he did gaming on YouTube, and then I did gaming on YouTube, and then did that, and watched videos, and then I actually started gaming. And then I got out of that hobby, or that thing. I had like 120.
So yeah, I'll start the
Something.
questions now because you're actually kind of hinting on kind of some of them that I normally ask. Well, the first one is tell us about your channel. Your channel and what makes it different from. Tell us about your channel and then what makes it different from other fishing channels.
About my channel, well, I hunt, I fish, hence the word, or my username, Bassinbinkstv. Outdoors, and that pretty much sums up what my channel is about. I do occasionally do unboxings when I have the ability to purchase or get stuff sent to me. I usually do unboxings and whatnot, but about what's different about my channel from other fishing channels. See,
Well, one is you hunt too.
Yeah, I do hunt too, but every fishing channel has their own style that I've learned. Some edit better than others. Some do cinematics and B-roll. Like the best fishing YouTuber in my eyes, which is one of the biggest ones also, is John B. He has probably about 1 million subscribers. Just about. His edits are insane.
Do you edit your videos?
Yep, I edit them 100%.
Maybe that's the trick.
Anymore, but because you guys know, my laptop took a dump on me. What was that, a month and a half ago? Probably 2 months. I don't know.
There's some editing apps on the phone, but I don't. That's just too much for me.
With the editing apps on your phone, it takes up space, and then when you try to download or upload your files into it, it takes up so much space, and then you have to delete other apps, and I like editing on laptops more, but can't.
Yeah, I totally get that. I don't know. For me, I have enough. Like, this is just kind of a fun side thing for me, so I have enough work with the kids. I ain't trying to. Someone said that it takes them 15 minutes to cook a dish and 6 hours to edit that video. Like, no, thank you.
It depends on who. If they're not well at editing and they're learning, yeah, it'll take them time. But if you edit a video where you go and film videos each day, like a daily vlog or something, editing takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe an hour for vloggers. Me, a decently edit video of mine takes, from the process of rendering to when I start scheduling it, probably takes 3-4 hours. Editing's not hard. I mean, if it's a lot of detail and you want to add cinematics and B-roll, yeah, it's going to take a long time. But I want to do B-roll, but that requires like a $5,000 camera. And
I don't even know what that is.
B-roll is kind of like cinematics, like drone, and you guys know Casey Neistat.
No.
He's the one that originally really started vlogging, the vlog thing style. He's good at cinematics, but
All right, what was my next question? What inspired you to start YouTube? We kind of touched on it a little bit.
now YouTube, when I started it, I originally did it for gaming, but now then I was doing gaming and then I was kind of fading out of it, and then I was watching YouTube videos and I'm like, I want to bass fish. Got into bass fishing, and then about, I don't know, that
This is last one.
I'm like, I want to do what these YouTubers are doing, and I got a little action cam. I'll show you. This little tiny thing takes my videos.
Oh wow, that's like a GoPro.
It's a generic Chinese thing, GoPro. This thing's been in the river like this because I fell.
I had a GoPro with a case, a waterproof, all that. I sold it for $80 so I could get my kids Christmas.
It's not the best quality. The audio sucks.
Where'd you get it from?
Thing. Amazon. They don't. That model is discontinued.
I use smart. What the hell is it called?
I use my phone.
When I don't use my phone, because I use my phone for just really. Oh, PlaySport. A Kodak PlaySport. That's the camera I use.
Kodak camera.
It's not expensive. It doesn't have any of the bells and whistles, but it works. So
I'm probably gonna ask Derek for a phone for Christmas, or not a phone, a camera.
This little thing, what I shoot in is, I was playing around with it. It says 4K, but the 4K is so laggy on this thing, just because it's like a $60 camera.
yeah.
$60 for that tiny thing?
$60 compared to a $500 GoPro, yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't pay for that GoPro that I sold.
But I usually shoot in stupid plane.
What was the next question?
I shoot in 1080 at, what is it, 30? Because 1080 at 60, when I'm reeling in my bait caster, it seems like I'm reeled in like that.
All right. What is your favorite thing about hunting and fishing?
Fishing. To a lot of fishermen, fishing is, it gets you away from things, family, stress, drama.
Yes.
Relaxing. I do it just because of that. I don't sit there in lawn chairs and wait. I'm a bass fisherman primarily, so that requires me constantly having to reel in the thing, and I can't sit there. I'm impatient. But
Do you primarily do catch and release, or do you keep?
yeah, I catch and release bass, but trout. If it was trout, depends. I'll most likely, if I want trout to eat, then I'll take it if I catch the trout. But I'll most likely catch and release.
Catch and release makes no sense to me.
Fox, the smartest dog, wants to know what editing program do you use?
On that computer, I used Windows Movie Maker, which is not available anymore. So once you have it on your thing, you can no longer get it. Which it was a very, very easy editing software to learn.
I think a lot of people use
whenever I get a new laptop and a new software, I'm going to have to get a new software, most likely pay money for the year to have it, and I'm gonna have to learn how to edit on that. If I can't get anything off that hard drive, if it's readable.
Back
Yeah.
back to the fishing thing. So like, if the bass was big enough to like eat, you wouldn't keep it. You would just throw it back.
See what bass? I never ate bass, but everybody says the majority of people say bass tastes nasty. Some people say bass tastes good. Now I
That's
heard smallmouth bass tastes good, but I've never ate bass. I won't eat bass. I wouldn't eat a bass because that's what I fish for. It's
it's
a
what I don't.
sport fish. It's a sport fish. It's a game fish. It's not one that you eat like a crappie or a bluegill. Some people eat catfish.
Oh, maybe it's because I'm a woman. Maybe it's because I don't know. But for me, I don't get the point of catch and release. Like the only way I would release it if it wasn't big enough to eat. But like I don't see the point in catch and release. It's like, okay, I'm gonna walk to Walmart. I'm gonna pick up some bacon. I'm gonna put it in my cart, and then I'm gonna go put it back on the shelf. That's pretty much what you're doing with the fish. Like you're putting a hole in its lip. You're like, oh hey, I'm gonna injure you, and now I'm gonna throw you back into the water. I don't. It makes it, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm female, but catching and a lot of people do catch and release, and I get it. I just don't. I don't see the point in it personally. Majority of fishing is catch and release these days.
Bass caviar. I've never heard of people eating bass. I don't know if mess hall has messed around with that, but
I don't know. I never know with them.
same with me. That's why I'm hesitant on what he said. But I catch and release my bass. I don't eat it. I'll probably, I won't say I'll try it, but I may try it later on. I don't know. Now, if someone was to, or were to, if I'm fishing someone's pond and and there's a lot of bass in there, like a lot of, for instance, my fishing videos, besides the one that I was fishing that little river with my buddy Jeremiah, all that pond on the boat and bank fishing was at the same pond. And that owner, there was, I couldn't even say how much bass were in that pond. Probably like 5,000 bass in a 5 acre pond, which is a lot. And we would, if he wanted some, we'd go out there and catch and give it to him.
Yeah, there's just I don't. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of like a rattle trap does the catch and release too, but for me, I don't see the point in it. It's like you're going out there spending all this time putting holes in the poor little fishy's lips. The least you can do is like not waste their freaking. They're like, yeah, I'm sure they would prefer to, to just have a hole, but I just don't see the point in it.
The thing that I don't agree with that a lot of people do when you weigh a fish, I can show you.
Like if you're not going to eat it, I'd obviously prefer you to release it. But if you're going
This is the scale that I use. People use this hook and they hook through like their bottom of their thing through their skin just to weigh them. I usually hook them through the gill and weigh them, but I stopped that. I got these little guys. They're like,
I was gonna say there's got to be
cool.
some kind of clip.
Yeah, see, at least
Pretty
you're more
much.
humane with it. I mean, and I would never fault you for catch and release at school. For me, I don't. It makes no sense.
yeah. I'll eat bluegill. I'll probably eat catfish. Not out of Lake Erie. Well, if it's smaller out of Lake Erie, I'll eat it. I've ate walleye out of Lake Erie. I've not all. What is that? Radioactive and all that.
Mercury.
Yeah. Lake Erie's
Oh.
nasty lake.
We have a lot of crappie, catfish. I don't know what else. Honestly, we're gonna go maybe this weekend, hopefully.
Mess Hall said, "Can you show us how you tie your favorite nut? Yes, I can.
That's a good question. That's all. Oh, I got a good question too. It's actually I'm not going to take credit for it because it came from my pretty Michaela. She wanted to know how old you were when you started fishing.
Probably like 5, 6.
We were talking about questions earlier, and she came up with that one. I'm like, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's the same age I was when I first went fishing.
Me too, honestly. My girls, I think they've been with us since they were about 4, going out with us, and like Ari had like the fake one with like the little pretend fish on the end. But yeah, I think we started her about like 6, 5 or 6. Yeah, her 6th birthday I think was a actual like fishing pole, not like one of the kid ones. She got a pink one.
All right.
So, what's your favorite fish to eat out of like all of them?
I do like walleye and I like yellow perch. I do like trout too. Trout's really good.
I've never had perch.
Perch and walleye are in the same family.
I have walleye.
All right, you guys probably can't see that. That's
I
fluorocarbon.
can.
You can?
I could. Well, now I can't. I did.
This is fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon line sinks. It looks like monofilament, but monofilament floats, fluorocarbon sinks. Braid, which is kind of like thread. Thread
But
line
Derek
kind
switched
of.
to that one. He was doing the spider wire stuff, and he switched to that one that you showed me.
Yeah, Power Pro. Power Pro is actually that line right there.
Yeah, I like that's a nice one.
That's 40-pound test on there.
I'm going to go buy another pole this week.
All right, so I tie a knot called a Palomar knot, which you guys probably can't see very well.
That's what I'm driving. I'll put my face back.
Which you go in through the eye of the hook or lure or jig, whatever you are tying. You go through, and then you go back through the other side. And it's kind of like I have a video on this. What knots I use.
I'll have
Yeah,
to
that's
go back to
workful.
that. I'm always losing my stuff.
Pretty much 2 lines at that point. Then everybody knows an overhand knot.
I crochet, so knots are actually pretty easy for me.
And then you go through there, and then you cinch down. I'm going to have to lick this because if you don't lick fluorocarbon, it snaps.
Really?
Yeah. It doesn't snap, it just digs into itself and then it's going to snap. But once you overhand knot that, you get a loop.
I mean, do you have to actually lick it? Because you're not just like fit on your fingers.
You have to wet it, use water, saliva, something for lubrication.
You know, saying that word with me on here. So some KY would work.
Sure. Oh, all right. So you got that loop, and then you put that over the bait or lure, hook, whatever you're using.
I have a word like that.
And then what I'm going to do is lick it and cinch down. Then usually.
Yeah, I bite stuff with my teeth. No shame.
Usually
Josh, there.
pull a tag end and then cut the tag end to a certain point where I desire. That's how. That's
Let me see that lure again. I'm pretty sure I have one like that.
this is a swim jig
Yeah, it's a jig.
with a.
What's the difference between a jig and a wall?
This is a.
A jig is just the movements, right? There's like, well, a jig is a lure. It's just a different type of lure. There's a jig, and then there's shiners.
There's a lot of for bass. That's a main staple. There's different kinds of jigs for bass. There's swim jig, there's an arky jig, there's a football head jig, there's a flipping jig.
It's pretty much just the shapes and movements, right? Of
This one you constantly retrieve, and at swim you usually put like a trailer on it that mimics like a bait fish. But this is what setup is this? My Texas rig and jig setup.
we have one. I don't know what it's called. It looks kind of almost like a fish, but it's got like 3 different hooks on it. Derek told me what it was called, but I can't remember.
Swim bait?
No. I'll have to ask
Fish
him.
with 3 different hooks.
Yeah, so it looks like a little. It's like a little fish, and then like at the bottom of it, there's 3 hooks on it. I think he
It's
said
treble.
he called it something
3
else.
hooks. It kind of looks. One goes here, here, and then here. Yeah, that's a treble hook.
I think he said it's something for catfish. I don't know. I'll ask him
One
about
that
it tonight.
mimics, I would say a swim bait a swim bait. There's different types of swim baits, but
Yeah, it sounds
another
fun.
one with 3, which probably you're saying a treble hook, which is 3 different hooks on one hook.
Yeah,
Maybe a crankbait.
might be a crankbait. I think that might be what it is.
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, we have a few different ones. We have those. I think we have a few shiners. We have.
Kind of like this guy.
Going back right now. Yeah, except for there's one in the middle.
Okay, it might be a jerk bait.
Are you kidding me right now?
Like this.
I'm so dumb. All right, hang on, let me see. Yeah, something like that. The fish was bigger, but yeah, like just like that.
It's probably a Rapala jerk bait.
I'll see if I can find. Maybe I'll show you like one day I'll go get all my stuff out of the garage. When it's like a weekend and we're all just hanging out or whatever, I'll pull out my fishing gear.
Great job, Binks. That is awesome. My favorite knot. Very reliable. It is very reliable. It's one of the strongest knots you can possibly tie. Me to break off that thing takes some effort for that knot. Yeah. Treble hook is great for trout. Oh, lines, yeah. They're also not fun in there. I think everybody knows that from me about a month ago.
What, where you got the hook in your hand?
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
See, I had a list of questions, but we answered some of them when we were talking. Um, what is your least favorite thing about fishing? Everybody always talks about the positives and not the negatives.
My least favorite thing about fishing.
Because I know there's mine is getting everything prepared and ready to go.
Probably not catching a fish when I go.
Well, yeah, that sucks too. But I mean, that happens more often than not around here. I don't know. I just don't like all the. Well, I mean, maybe it's because I have kids too. So
Preparation. I hate tying on lures. I hate
yeah,
it.
the preparation sucks.
It's
Especially the first time of the season.
Especially when you're luring a new knot. Oh my god. You want to try a new knot? That's why I stick to that knot, because I can tie that in like 40, 30 minutes, or 30 minutes, 30 seconds, 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, I think mine is like the first. It's not even preparation all the time. It's the first preparation of the season when you got to get them all out, make sure everything's untangled, make sure it's all run correctly, tie the lure. It's a pain in the butt.
Mass Hall said, Binks, have you been frog gigging and do you enjoy it? Never been frog gigging. When I seen frog, I thought you were going to say, do you frog fish? But yeah, I do frog fish.
What's frog fishing? Like
It's
for
for
frogs?
bass.
Oh.
I'll show you.
How you doing, Susie?
This little guy is a frog. It looks like a frog. It goes on top of the water. You kind of make a walking style or a pop. Depends on the frog. If it's a walking frog, you walk it, which is like a kind of like a thing that goes like this. Kind of popping frog pops it and then splashes the water. Now, this little guy's a frog.
Now, what's that thing that he was talking about? Frog gigging, whatever that is.
Now that is pretty much frog gigging is. It's not fishing. I mean, it's kind of like fishing, but imagine a little tiny pitchfork about this size, 3 little prongs, and on like a broomstick type, like a shovel pole.
So you catch frogs to kill them and eat their legs, pretty much.
Pretty much, it's like a little tiny spear, and then you see a frog, and then
I couldn't do that. I like frogs.
Yeah, I like frogs too. They taste good.
I've never had frog legs, surprisingly. But yeah, these little guys are effective around lily pads.
I don't know. Derek and Ariana eat frog legs. I'm not a fan.
Let's see. Anybody got questions in the chat?
You guys can ask me anything about fishing. If I don't know the fish, or one thing I will say is, if you live by salt water by any chance, I cannot answer that question. I don't live around salt water, never saltwater fish a day in my life.
That's a good one, Messall. Would you like to start writing my questions? What is the most lures you've lost on one fishing trip and the dollar value of your loss?
What is the most lures I've lost in one fishing trip in dollar amount? Well, bass fishing lures ain't cheap. I will tell you that. In that bag, you guys are going to be like, wow. In that bag, there's probably anywhere between $700 to $900 in lures. I lose those lures a lot, especially soft plastic. Soft plastics, they rip and they're soft plastics. But the most in one trip, I remember last year there was one trip I was fishing for smallmouth. Didn't catch any that day, and was fishing with my buddy Nate. He was throwing his whopper plopper. I was throwing my whopper plopper. I cast out mid-cast, my braid snaps. And it was a river, so all I see is my lure just slowly go down the river. I'm like, I can't get it. That was a $13 lure right there. I've lost jigs before at reservoirs. Most expensive lure that I've lost. Lost a whopper plopper, that was $13. Lost a deep diver. That was about $10 to $13. A deep diving crankbait with Japanese hooks on it, which are sharp. I think that same day, or the next day after that, at that reservoir, I lost a jig, and that was a $3.50 jig that I ordered from one of my old partners that I used to, or field staff, pro staff, whatever. I call them partners, but now I consider them field staff. And I'm bummed about that. I'm sure I've lost a bunch of fishing lures in one day. I just can't think of it right now. But I do know from last year, I lost a whopper plopper. I was bummed about that, and I've never bought a whopper plopper since because they're $13, and I don't have $13 to buy another one. I mean, I was at Dick's Sporting Goods like a week ago, and I went past them, and I didn't buy one.
Oh, look, it is the Fiji water.
I had to go to the corner store right before I came on here. There's
So
another
when you've gone hunting, have you just done bow hunting or gun hunting? And if you have done gun hunting, what do you use?
I did gun hunt when I first started when I was like 13-ish. I forget what I used then, but last year when I got back into hunting, because I've told the story about my dad. My dad's the one that got me into fishing and hunting, and last year when I got back into whitetail hunting, I used a 20 gauge. It was a skeet gun. It was my buddy's dad's skeet gun. I think it was a Remington something semi-auto skeet gun with it was a 20 gauge with the 1-ounce slug. Didn't kill anything. Like I always do. I never kill anything.
Yeah, it's rough, I know. Mess Hall said his uncle taught him how to make lures, buzz baits, jigs, spinners. Do you make any? And if you do, which ones?
I don't make any. I thought about it, but that business, it seems fun making your own like soft plastics or jigs. It's just a lot of money to buy the molds and the hooks, and then you have to buy like a block of lead that you melt down. You need a special pot thing that melts lead down that you put in the mold. if I were to start making lures, I'd do soft plastics.
That's like what Nickel.
Yeah, that's what Nick does.
So, Binks, what's your favorite brand of mix to use when you go hunting?
The greatest.
Give him a little. I'm sorry, I had to.
Let him
So
get
what
that
do you
out of
think?
his system.
Yeah, I figure I might as well mention it because I know it's going to get brought up at some point.
Yeah.
So what do you think is more effective? Like, I guess not effective, but easier, like bow hunting or with the gun.
See, not to anybody that gun hunts like John. I just think gun hunting is easier that because you
I
shoot the
agree.
bullet, the thing fires, it aims in. I mean, there's a chance that you're not gonna hit it like always, but
Yeah, there's a chance
bow
you don't hit
hunting,
it.
there's a chance. Yeah, my buddy missed a non-typical buck last
Too soon, John.
gun
Too
season.
soon.
A little bit.
Yeah, my buddy lost one last season in gun when we went down. It was a non-typical buck, he said, and he's like, I told him, Hunter, let me know if you see a thing. Whisper my name. He's like, Josh, Josh. I'm like, huh? And then he's like, Josh. And he's like, there's a deer. I'm like, okay. And then he aims in because I'm like, I don't need you to give me a heart attack now. I'm just sitting there and looking. But bow hunting, bow hunting gives you a challenge. Crossbow hunting, I will say, is kind of like a hybrid. I mean, that is what a crossbow is. It's a hybrid between like a gun style and a bow. But I don't like crossbow hunting. I've never crossbow hunted. I probably will try it, but I like compound bow hunting. It gives you a challenge because one, you have to know your yardage. I shoot about my longest that I'll shoot a deer is about 40 yards with a compound. Some people shoot out 80, 100 yards. Some people shoot 30 yards. I shoot 40 yards.
I agree with you. I think there's a definite advantage to gun hunting opposed to compound bow. I use a crossbow. It's kind of fun. It's just not anything that you can get rapid fire off of, but you got to be pretty sure that you're going to hit your target. But it's different.
See, I think I would definitely use a gun. I'm not going. It's more accurate. I'm not going out there and sitting out there all day for the likelihood of.
The thing with
Bow's definitely going to be
compound,
more difficult.
you gotta know. I mean, hunting in general, you gotta know your yardage. Especially with compounds, you gotta know your yardage. I'll show you.
I'm a female. We've been lied about inches and foots and stuff for years. I don't know about measurement.
I don't know if you guys can see that. My sight, there's 3 pins. One, the top pin set at 20. The middle one set at 30, and the bottom one set at 40.
Yeah, you lost me, dude.
Once I have a, I mean, this is not my Darton. This is an old Gen draw with this thing, and I have it ranged. There's a little peep right here. Once you pull back, you can look through that, and then you look through the circle. Once you have that aimed on like the heart lung area, that little tiny pin, that's when you set the arrow back or send the arrow flying.
Mess Hall said, "What's the poundage of your bow and the length of your arrows?"
Poundage of this bow right now. My buddy's dad told me it was at 65, but when I got my rest on and a D loop tied on. I'd have them check, and it's at 55, which is enough to kill a North American white-tailed deer. I think 40 pounds is enough to kill one. But once I get my new darting, I'll be shooting 60 to 70 pounds.
And what draw length do you use?
My draw length I am about a 28 and a half, 29-inch draw length. This bow's at 29. I got it from my buddy Hunter's dad, and that's what I think his draw length is. That bow's slow and old. That thing's probably 16 or 18 years old.
So it don't have a yoke system on it then?
It's a cam and a half system.
Oh, okay.
The yoke's right here.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see
The
it.
bottom doesn't have it because this is a half cam, this is full cam.
Yeah, that was going to be, I didn't see the whole bow. I was going to say, is it full cam or half cam?
Yeah, it's cam and a half. All my arrows, I think they're cut at, a half inch before the rider, so probably about 29 and a half.
Is it titanium? Oh, no.
Arrows, they're carbon.
Carbon fiber, that's what I meant, yes. Carbon fiber.
Yeah, carbon and broadheads, they're probably aluminum, steel, something, I don't know. I think they're aluminum. I can show you that. They're knockoff ones. I shouldn't have bought them. They're knockoff Chinese made ones, but I needed to buy cheap ones, and I got enough. But little do I know, you shouldn't sacrifice quality. This is a little guy that I use. Well, I'm not going to be using this next year or this season, but this is an NAP Killzone, the knockoff version. That's a 2-inch cut.
Oh, so you like the mechanical broadheads?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use the regular broadhead.
Those are 100 grain.
When you're going to hunt deer, how often do you call?
I've never called because I started. When did I start? Last year. I didn't start around rut. I started gun season, which was like late November, which is like past rut. But this year, how often will I call? Well, I'll probably hit the grunt and then wait about 30, 45 minutes, and then maybe hit the rack twice, wait an hour. It all depends on the day. If I'm seeing deer, if I'm not seeing deer.
Yeah. I try to keep it, not call more than every half hour if I'm going to call. I don't call often, but when I do, I try to give a span of like a half an hour.
Why do you wait?
You don't want to, because it could get them all nervous.
I have absolutely no idea about any of this, so I have to ask questions.
Yeah.
Mess Hall said, would you do away with your Shakespeare's if Zebco offered you a sponsorship today?
Shakespeare, Shakespeare and Zebco. Shakespeare makes ugly stick. I have.
Yeah, but it's a sponsorship. You wouldn't have to pay for that shit no more.
Zebco makes Quantum. I like Quantum. That's what this reel is, the Quantum.
I can answer yes right away. The
I don't
sponsorship.
know, would I take it? If I was sponsored by Zebco, if I was sponsored by the brand that makes Zebco,
But yeah, that's
or the company that makes it, I would probably take it and use the Quantum line, because Quantums are the lower end Quantums. If you use them a lot, I've had them fail on me over a while, but I'd probably take it. But I like, for reals, I do like Quantum, and I do like my 13 fishing reel.
also my fishing pole. Well, poles they had before. If you had to choose, between hunting and fishing. Which would you pick?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
See, how I work is everybody knows I bass fish. Bass fish starts around spawn, which is this time of year, until, I mean, you can bass fish all year long, but in the wintertime, they're more lethargic and they're on the bottom and they're not going to feed as much. So, right about spawn, when it gets warmer out, right about April, May, June, about May in Ohio. From May to, let's see, right here is November, so I'll probably stop around September-ish, October, late September, and then
Question.
that's a hard one. I like
Oh,
both.
definitely. I'd definitely say. Well, obviously I'm a fisher, so I'd take it.
I like hunting. I like fishing. That's a hard one to answer. Like I said, they both equal. When bass fishing stops, that's when like hunting starts. Bass don't stop, but I usually stop, like I said, around late September, and then our hunting starts is September 29th. Or our deer hunting starts.
Still haven't answered the question.
I can't answer.
Okay, if someone came up to you right now and said, "I'm gonna shoot you in the head if you don't pick between hunting and fishing," which would you pick? You would die?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll remember that.
I can't. Both hunting and fishing is my passion.
I think I would honestly have to say fishing, even though I'm not a hunter, because it's more you get more time for fishing than hunting.
They both eat. I mean,
Well, I mean, hunting you get like what, a week for deer, 2 weeks.
No, you go over here. It starts in October
No, not
and it
here.
ends in December.
in
No, not
Ohio, ours starts. Go ahead.
Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure it's a week, and they extended it to like 2 weeks.
Ours starts September 29th and ends February 3rd.
Jesus. Yeah, no, not here.
Yeah. Ours, was that 6 months?
I should Google it. Hang on.
Mess Hall said, worldwide, where would be your dream fishing trip be?
Dream fishing trip. Oh man.
Mess all
That's a
it's
tough
sold. You're
one.
gonna write my questions from now on.
That's a tough one. I do want to have different fishing trips for different fish species. Like for salmon, I want to go to Alaska. Or for trout, I want to go to Alaska. For saltwater, I'd go down where Florida, Louisiana. For redfish,
I'm really upset right now. Go for it.
giant tarpon. What's the other one? Goliath grouper. And I think that's it. And for bass, I do want to go to 3 states for bass, which because they have big bass, which is Texas, Alabama, and Florida.
What about hunting? Where would a great hunting trip for you be?
Ooh. Great hunting trip. New Zealand's nice. I mean, in the U.S., yeah. In the U.S., I would pick. I'd either stay in Ohio to a nice property that has big deer, or I'd go to either Kansas or Iowa.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to give up Ohio.
We got big deer.
No, the hell it ain't. Screw Ohio. I'm from Ohio. Screw
Where do you want
Ohio.
the chicken taken out?
Um,
Raviolis.
We got pretty nice deer here.
Well, Mess Hall was happy with your answer because you put Alabama in there.
I actually watch a fishing channel called Bama Bass, and they do fish tanks in their backyard pond, and they fish. They actually own a fishing company store that sells like bass lures called Bama Frogs. And Alabama has huge bass.
I do miss Ohio fishing. No, I ain't gonna lie.
We don't have big bass here. That's the only thing
You
that
have more than one crap locally.
we don't have big bass here in Ohio. I'm sure in Ohio there's a state record in some private pond or some well-fed bass pond or something. There's a state record bass, largemouth bass, which is 13 pounds, 13 ounces.
Well, I'm not a bass fisher, so I'm a whatever the hell kind of fish is gonna freaking bite fish. For sure.
All those lures right there for bass. I mean, you can catch different species. I'm not saying not only a bass can hit on one of those lures.
You see those new lures they have now, like the one that looks like a fish and it like lights up. You see that? It's like on the late night infomercials. Like I forgot what the name of it is.
Fish shot, white shot.
Yeah, it's a new. Maybe it doesn't even like. Let me go look and see what it is. It's like this new fancy fishing lure. It's on like all the infomercial right now. Something X. Bro, it's my makeup.
Actually, I will give my signature color soft plastic that I didn't design. I designed it, but I took the color that was already made and I tweaked it and I made it my own. My favorite color soft plastic for bass is called Bama bug, which is Alabama bug, which is a June bug color and a green pumpkin color. It's a laminate, which I took that because I always catch fish on that color. I took that style, and one of my companies that I work for, the only company, lure company that I work with for fishing wise, and I designed my own lure that I can show you. It's called Binkstv. I tweaked it. It swirled instead of a laminate, which one color's on one side, one color's on the other. It swirled, and on the green pumpkin, which is kind of like a brown, a greenish brown, I have silver and gold flake in it, which it's not technically stealing it.
Hey, beard face, what time's Ashley gonna get in there?
Which I will show you, actually.
I don't know. Mess Hall wanted to know if you were left-handed.
I am right-handed, but when I hold my bait caster, I hold it in the left hand, I palm it in the left hand, right here, and I reel with my right, but my spinning, I hold in the right and I reel with my left.
Yeah, I'm weird too. Like I'm ambidextrous.
So yeah, this right here, you probably can't see it. It won't probably show on camera or whatnot, but this is my color thing, whatever. And right there, this is a ribbon tail worm. This is a flipping bait.
That's my face. I love him. JJ Lee's on. I can have my face on camera. I didn't have enough time to do my damn makeup.
I designed.
These are the ones I wanted to contest. I got the lipstick laws.
These are made in Italy.
Lipstick.
Yeah, it's infused split tail minnows, Blue Max.
Never heard of it. Speaking about these, I gotta order more from him. I wouldn't say neglected them. I haven't ordered since like the end of summer, early fall. And he has new molds, new plastic styles that I need to order.
Hi, Michaela.
That and
You can't hear me.
I don't know. I may, when I go out to my buddy, I may or may not fish with B&O. He's not far from me at all. He lives an hour away.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. As loud as he is and as much as you talk, y'all sure gonna catch something.
Plus, he has private ponds, I guess.
Oh,
And that's my favorite way to fish is, I mean, I wouldn't say favorite way to fish. It's kind of cheating in a way. Private ponds, they're private and not a whole lot of people fish them. But private ponds or farm ponds, I love them.
yeah, that's cheating to me.
It is cheating, but you do catch fish.
Yeah, well, what does it matter? You're just gonna throw it back anyway.
I catch them, I go, I reel, and I feel a bite, and I go.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like a private pond, like, oh, look, I got like all this fish I can take home and eat. Well, I'm just gonna throw it right back after I've been here all day trying to catch them.
Some people take it back. Some people take it home. Some people catch and release. I'm a catch and release guy when it comes to bass.
No, I get it. A lot of people catch and release. It's just like boggles my mind. That's all.
Oh, there's a good question. Mess Hall said, when bobber fishing, worms or crickets, and why?
Never. I don't think I've ever cricket fished with a bobber. I have worm fished, and I think I've used minnows or shiners. Not what shiner guy uses. He uses colossal size shiners.
Yeah, he does.
Um, but
Good old
that's
Chris.
how I started fishing. Was everybody usually starts fishing with bobbers, sinker, and a hook and a worm.
That's how we. That's how Ari still does it.
That's what I did when I was at my campground. I used to flip over logs and rocks and find them worms and get a couple, and hot dogs too.
Derek catfish fishes uses that stinky ass stink bait.
Stink bait. I got chicken liver in my freezer.
Oh, he's good. Yeah, he does too. It's been there for like I don't know how many years because he reuses the shit every year. Gets more and more rancid every damn year.
Actually, that's a good thing because catfish feed on smell.
Yeah, I know it's a good thing unless you have a nose.
No,
It works.
Oh yeah, it works. It works. But I seriously go down to the other end of wherever we're fishing when he breaks it out. I'm okay
Hey,
with
Mama
like
Q, look,
huh?
she finished dyeing her hair.
Did she? Hang on, I'm coming
Yeah,
right
she's like,
now. I'm coming right now, right now.
all right.
Okay, I'm here. Why can't I see you? Talk. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Good.
Thank you.
I need
But
to see that.
Let's talk to the kids before we gotta go.
every once in a while, you gotta break out your old reliable, and if you want to catch good old bluegill, I mean, just break out bobber, sinker, just a couple split shots, put on a hook, and put the worm on, and catch you a fish. Good thing with bluegill, you can either eat them, you can hook them and catch you can catch big bass with them, or you can cut them up and use them for cut bait for catfish.
Yeah. He's doing really good.
Trying to think of a good question.
I
Messel
know.
got all these questions. Telling you, maybe I should have him write them for him.
Michaela's locked out.
Yeah, I can let her in. I'm cold, Father, and I'm locked out. So I'm gonna have to leave in like 5-10 minutes.
All right, I got this.
I'm sure you do.
All right, strip poker, everybody. Just kidding.
Poker.
Yeah. Mess Hall says cook them livers and eat them. They are good.
Oh, not them. Not those 3-year-old ones that are freaking rotten after sitting in the sun and then going back in the. I'm not trying to die.
The ones that I have in my freezer, I looked at their expiration date like a day or like the same day I bought them or whatnot to see when they expire. I think they expire tomorrow or the next day.
You don't understand. He takes. Well, it's good. It doesn't matter if they're expired because they're for catfish.
I'm using them for catfish or whatnot. I'm not eating them damn things. I mean,
He takes. It's like, yeah, has it been 3 years? Maybe 4. I might have finally threw that shit away when he wasn't looking.
another thing, Mama Q, tell Derek if you want another thing. I mean, it's pricey. And I don't know if you guys, I mean, you can eat chicken liver too, but usually you use them for catfish. A lot of people do. My buddy, and I know a lot of people, get raw shrimp.
I ain't gonna waste no shrimp.
Raw shrimp works well for catfish too.
My kids would kill me if I tried to put some shrimp to get catfish. They'll be like, I'm eating that, Mama.
I'd kill you.
No, there's
I
way too
love
good catfish baits.
I like shrimp. I mean, God, you should see the
Oh,
ones that they sell at Walmart. They got shrimp called
jumbo.
colossal size, and I'm like,
Yeah,
holy.
Ariana, you should see her when we go to the Chinese restaurant. She'll go to the garlic and butter shrimp, and she will legit fill up an entire. I should like film her next time we go. Fill up an entire plate and just go to town like she's 8 years old and she eats like a grown man when it comes to shrimp and crab legs, and mussels and clams, which I won't eat. But she
Another
likes.
thing is, I know Sean Messall, he knows to catch bass too. Another thing to catch bass is live crawfish.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't like them little assholes. I used to play in the creeks, whatever. I'm sorry.
Do you
And
creek fish from the bank or wade? Creek fish, I don't primarily creek fish, but I do river fish. I do fish from the bank, and I do use waders.
so.
have you ever net fished like with a net? I think that'd be fun, but there's so many rules against nets.
Now a cast net for like bait fish.
No,
I
just like a
do.
net.
Now gill nets, those things are effective, and I think they may be elite. I'm not sure gill netting in Ohio.
Yeah, like the part, like the.
A wall.
A wall.
Yeah, a lot of
Baby
places do
face.
now use nets for fishing.
What's up, Zach?
What's going on?
Hi, Zach. Are you guys excited?
Yeah,
I want pictures.
she's one of us will make sure you have pictures.
Yo.
She's not feeling the greatest, but
If I wasn't on here, I would be video calling.
I say you kind of got to run this. So,
Yeah, I gotta be going on for a while.
all right.
Messall said, "Why spend
Whoa.
$6.99 a pound to catch a $2.99 fish?"
Exactly my point.
Yeah, crawfish they're pricey.
I thought he was talking about the shrimp.
Either way, crawfish they're not cheap either.
Really? Do you know how many freaking creeks in Ohio have plenty of them damn things?
Now that's the thing. If you want to spend the whole entire damn day trying to fucking catch,
You don't have to freaking spend the whole entire day. Just have a big ass. Some things will freaking pinch it. I hate them damn things.
You gotta be quick with them, and usually when you when I flip over a rock, I usually try to do it slowly because when you look over a rock,
Yeah,
there's all that silt and mud and all that, and it kicks up, and then you can't really see if there's one under there. But there's a bait shop practically kind of down the street in a way, and he sells like 10 little crawfish, crawdads.
Because they crawdad. That's what I was expecting you to say. Crawdad. That's what they call them there.
Crawdads, crawfish, whatever you want to call them.
That's what they call them in Ohio. Crawdads, and you know it.
I know what the dragon's breath is, and I would like to try that one day. But Banksy, Messall said, "Have you seen dragon's breath 12 gauge rounds, and would you enjoy shooting them?"
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, I've seen them. Those things are cool.
Yeah.
They're pretty much those things. If you were to shoot them at someone, you catch the dude on fire. I've seen it. I haven't seen someone get caught on fire, but I've seen a video of like mannequins, like test dummies with like shirts, just dry shirts. The dude, those mannequins caught on fire.
Yeah, I don't know anything about guns other than they have trigger bullets and they go pew pew pew. That's all I know.
Dragon's breath round for a shotgun's kind of in a way like a firework. You shoot it and then they're kind of like sparks, like a firework.
What's the point of
in a
that?
way. And it spreads, and it's like little tiny balls of fire. They're cool.
So it's just to shoot for fun.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, what's the point of that?
Well, just because you like hunting and stuff, it doesn't mean you like to shoot. Shooting is really fun.
Right. Yeah, we're going to disagree on that.
Skeet's fun. Skeet shooting is pretty fun too.
That's also your gun goes pew. You need a new gun.
I know, bang bang, whatever. We have this game in Rockford that we play called Gunshot or Firework. I know what sound to make.
Yeah, we play that game around New Year's and 4th of July.
No, we just play that period around here. Because people do random fireworks, just be obnoxious.
You have occasional random fireworks, but usually, if you save
That ain't
fireworks,
enough.
like
You
the
said,
summer,
you said this once. You did this. You did this.
I know I did. I told him to bring me some. Derek was nice and brought me a bottle of wine the other night. Still trying to figure out what he did wrong. So my brother to get me some. So I'm like, just pour me a little bit. He brings me that. I'm like, that's not enough. There, I fixed my makeup. I'm more comfortable now.
But yeah, those Dragon's Breath rounds are cool, but I'm not sure if I looked at the price on them things. They're not cheap. Usually you can get them in like a little case kit thing that sells like 3 different rounds of like 3 different types of rounds, and I think they're like 9 bullets in that thing, 3 of each. I forget. One was Dragon's Breath. I think one was called the Ball and Chain, which is kind of like 2 steel or lead things with like a little metal wire, and it shoots out, and it kind of is like a. And then,
yeah, I've seen what you're talking about.
Then the other one's kind of like needles. But you can't do it on YouTube. If you're to try to make a shot show with different things like Demolition Ranch tried to do, that's technically disobeying YouTube policy. That's technically making your own.
I gotta go. I will be back as soon as I can. Mama Q, thank you.
Oh, of course. I'm sitting here drinking my wine and coming up with random stuff to do. You want to stay up here with me, Binky?
Yeah.
You can ask.
All right. You guys got any other questions, fam?
Fire away. Hunting, fishing.
Loving every day.
Hunting.
I don't know.
Fishing,
It's lyrics.
loving every day. I like that
Sure,
song.
it's so good. I'm not an alcoholic, I swear. Just wine is good. All right. Messall has some questions, so like I said, he's gonna start making my questions. He said he'll leave you alone with questions. You did awesome. No, you did good, Messall. Like maybe you should be the one up here, not me.
You
I think
can
it's
answer where I like answering questions. I like to teach people. That's another thing that was why I started bass fishing and whatnot, was to teach people and give knowledge on lures or to help people out if they were to start. I mean, there's a lot of videos on YouTube helping people start the bass fish, but everybody has their own twist.
Oh, I got a question. James, as you started out younger or whatever, is there any tips you would give me to like help the girls with fishing and whatnot, like starting out?
Help a girl fish.
Little girls, like the kids. Like, is there any tips to help the kids fish?
Kids
Hush.
fish.
Yeah, like Haley. Ariana, just
Honestly,
certain poles you use or certain baits or.
kids usually get amused over a fish, just any fish.
Yes.
They're not as picky. I mean, you can have a little kid that I want to catch this fish. I want to catch this fish,
No,
but
not mine.
just to amuse a kid, I mean, just get a average pole from Walmart. Get night crawlers, bobber, sinker, monofilament line. Go to a lake or a pond or whatever river.
That's what we do, so I'm doing the right thing, I suppose.
That's pretty much what I'd tell them. Now, if you were to get advanced into bass fishing, now that's a whole nother ball game.
Well, when she gets older and she's interested in that, then I'll message you. But yeah,
You can catch bass on worms and minnows and
now with
whatnot.
them I will, unless it's like a big fish, I'll catch and release. Like I said, unless it's something that's like worth bringing home to eat, I'll throw it back because I mean, come back later and it'll be bigger.
I remember when my little half sister, I still consider my sister, but she's my half sister. I remember at our campground pond. I love that pond. I can't wait to go back. Hopefully, we go back. We go camping this year. I want. I've been there since 2017. She caught a catfish. I remember. I forget what on. Probably most likely hot dog. I remember when she caught that, and my dad weighed it was like a 3 pound catfish, and she was like 4 years old. I'm like, I wanted to catch a catfish.
And now is the first time, Mama Q. No, really, I'm not. Everyone else in this family is, but I'm not. No, I have. Derek bought me a bottle of wine like 3 nights ago. I just opened it. And I'm like, I'll have an occasional. Like, I don't drink anything harder than wine or wine coolers. Derek brought me a shot the other day, and I just sat it down. I can't drink hard alcohol or beer. Beer is gross.
Now, I will say, bass fishing, if you're to get into bass fishing, you can either go in it like me and get fully all in it and spend a whole bunch of money, or you can be like what they call a weekend warrior, which they only go out on weekends, and even weekend warriors can spend a lot of money. Depends on your budget. I was going to, and I still plan on, once I get new laptop and all the stuff that I really need.
Weekend warriors are typically people that have jobs and work all week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like my husband, so we only go out on the weekend. That's all. That's why we don't have that kind of stuff here. Like some of the areas have like 4-H and stuff, but like it's not even in the school. I'd have to do it out of it.
We have 4-H here, and we got FFA here. Well, that's down kind of south. We got about an hour. But yeah, once I get my laptop and I can pump out more videos, that's what I want to do. I want to do a $25 like what to buy bass fishing wise for under $25.
Why don't you do it with your phone?
See, I could, but the quality wouldn't be the greatest. And
guess what? I'm doing mine, and I don't edit or anything or do anything with my phone.
Now you see, I used to not edit, and then I look back at
Paula's
those videos.
monetized, and she doesn't edit a damn thing.
Hey,
I don't care yet. Give me a second.
But I do plan on doing that video. I plan on doing a Walmart because everybody has Walmart, and every Walmart that I've been to sells fishing stuff. Another thing, not all Walmarts have the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed that. My husband, my best friend comes from out of town. And she like always wants to go to Walmart in her here, and because we live in a bigger city, and her husband's like, I never got to go. And Derek's like, guys, it's just a Walmart. They all have the same thing. I'm like, no, they don't. Because when she comes here, she gets so excited. So we have so much more stuff than hers does.
Like my Walmart that I actually, my closest one I can go to, they have a little bit different one than the other one in Parma. And then if I go to the one in Strongsville, they have a little bit different one. If I go to the one in Avon, they have a little bit different. They're all different. Some of them are. Every Walmart's not the same.
Well, all the local ones are pretty much. Well, we have three just in our town, and then there's another one about 15 minutes away. I mean, there's different like because I wear plus size clothes. Like there on the west side of town, there's more plus size clothes at that store, and like there's certain like you can find stuff more, but they're like the same style of things.
That's another thing about Walmart. Whenever I go, I don't know if it's you too, but every time I try to go shopping for t-shirts, especially t-shirts, and I like the design on it, they never have my size.
Yeah, that's my luck a lot of the time. Or like you got to dig all the way down into like the bottom, especially if you go like that t-shirt wall. Like you got to go all the way to the bottom to find. And then Derek, it's weird because I have trouble finding the big sizes, but then Derek will go to the t-shirt wall and he can't find any of the little sizes because he's tiny. Like I don't know if you've seen Derek, but he wears like medium t-shirts. Like we
I'm a
make it.
large.
Well, I mean, he might be getting a large now with his little beer belly, but not much going. But still, he's still tiny, and he's short too. Like I'm 5'11", he's 5'4". So like we make this joke that he shops in the children's department.
5'11". Gee, you're tall.
Yeah, and he's 5'4". It's funny.
5'10" probably. With boots, maybe 5'11".
Well, I'm 5. Okay, with shoes, I'm 5'11". Without, I'm 5'10".
Billy's not really 4 boxes. Two fit in one pan. Only using one jar of sauce. The other 2 boxes.
Is there enough sauce in it?
Yeah.
We got this new ravioli. It's butternut squash ravioli. Derek got it. It was like on sale. So it's actually good. I didn't think it was going to be good. He's not going to eat it. He's like, here.
But yeah, every time I go, to not to get off topic, but clothing wise for Walmart, I never find my.
Well, I'm a big girl, so it is really hard for me to find clothes. Like it's not as hard as it used to be, but it's hard.
I needed new compression shorts. That's what I wear for underwear wise. I wear compression style.
That's what Derek wears.
Thing, whatever you want to call it.
Boxer briefs?
Not boxer briefs. Compression shorts like athletes wear. Ones that are kind of like spandex in a way.
That's good. Yeah.
But when I last went last week, I wasn't last week. Whenever I went to get my catfish stuff, yeah, last weekend or a week, I don't know. They had cool design of the compression shorts what I wear, but no, they don't have the size I wear. I wear a size large in the boxer briefs.
It's frustrating. It really is frustrating, and that's the problem. Derek has really small feet, so like it's really hard for him to find shoes. Like he wears a 7'8" in a work boot.
That man is tiny.
He is. Have you not seen him?
Yeah, and I
He's
wear a
terrifying.
size in boots. Like Justin's, I think I'm a 10.5 in tennis shoes. In regular shoes, I wear a size 11. What some people say, oh, you have tiny feet. I have long, narrow feet. From my mom
You
says,
got big ass feet.
I don't got wide feet. I got long, narrow. I mean, I wouldn't say they're like skinny, like tiny. They're
All right, here we go.
not fat. They're narrow. My mom calls them canoe feet.
Yeah, pretty much. I see. Um, yeah. If you look on my channel, there's a video of Derek doing tricks with Rosie, and you can see.
Whoa.
Thinks you should do a youth fishing package, hold a contest, give the package to a winning child. Yeah, I could do
Yeah,
that.
yes, that'd be awesome. My girls would definitely enter.
I could do a YouTube one later on. I could.
Yeah, you should.
Thing
The winner
is,
gets back.
youth kids, they'll use just about anything, and I could give bass lures too, but
My girls, I mean, you could give them like basic lures, and they'd be cool. Like they like the little pretty ones from Walmart. Kids like pretty.
yeah,
They don't. That was good.
the
It was
thing with fishing, the more unique the lure has, that let's say, I know you guys know Yanker Crank.
I think so, myself. Maybe I bored everybody to death.
Yanker Crank, he makes his own custom lures. Some lures he paints that are on the market, some ones that are rare and you won't ever find them in stores. The more rare a lure, a bass lure, or a crankbait or something looks and the bass haven't seen, they'll eat it.
I'm
If
pretty
they've
sure the
seen
one he
that,
has is called a crankbait. That one I was talking about.
if a bass sees a color a lot and they know that bait, they're not going to hit it. They may, just because of food, which ain't food. It's food to them, but it's plastic or metal to us.
I didn't kill that glass of wine way too quick.
Am
I
I the
could.
only one here? You may be.
He
I'm on
is.
looking on my TV. My
It says
TV's
there's
right here.
people. I mean, I'm sure I'm one of those people.
I'm watching on my TV because my front-facing camera looks like I'm in a hot box room, so it's the rear-facing thing, and I'm using my TV
Yeah, I
to
could too,
look up.
myself. I think that's about. I think that's about. Well, at Walmart sells like the whole use package. Like that's what we got for Ariana. Hers came with a little bitty kid tackle box, like little clear see-through one, with some lures in it, some hooks, and the pole and some line. I think it was like 25.
Yeah, they
We
have the
gotta get
little
Kayla
tiny
one.
tackle boxes that sell. Not to be mean or not to sound like cocky or put the brand down that makes it, but the stuff, I mean, everybody knows kids are kids. They're not going to put like high quality stuff in a thing,
Yeah.
but I
Well,
look at the stuff that they give the kids and I'm like,
I'm not going to give them high quality stuff because I know Ariana, and Ariana has a habit of tossing that right into the freaking reeds, and it gets caught on a rock, and it ends up snapping, and we end up losing the lure. So I'm more than okay with her having cheap stuff.
Yeah, I tend to get the better quality stuff now. I always seem like I'm rich and whatnot, which I ain't rich at all.
Well,
But
I have good lures for me and Derek. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to get
yeah,
a $15-20 lure for
a kid that can snap it off and then
yeah. And she does it. Like honestly, her line gets caught at least 4 times. So that's why we
they
do
make bass
worms.
lures that are $400 to $600.
Yeah, not that crazy. That's worth.
Those are like Japanese made swim bait things. I wouldn't.
Hi, Ruth. Well, we're up to 5 now.
Most expensive lure that I've spent, oof,
We got some lurkers, which is fine.
$15, maybe 13, $15, maybe 20. Now I used to be subscribed to that tackle box called Mystery Tackle Box, and that's how I got majority of my lures.
Have you guys decided on a name for the puppies yet, Ruth? Somebody dropped off. Did you watch their new video? Somebody dropped off some puppies on their property, just left them. Sure.
People
cute,
are like
too.
that.
They're doing a thing to pick the names. You should go pick out the name for it. Ruth or Kaylee did. Kaylee won. After she's like, I want to name more puppies. I'm like, no. What would you name them? She said Snuggles and Kisser. I hear lasagna.
You've been a woman. Yo, oh, cracking in the woods.
Amos and Andrew. I said Odie and Oddball. And Ari said Midnight and Patches.
But yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Doing a youth little derby, YouTube
That'd be
derby
fun.
thing.
Yeah, let me know if you decide to do it for sure.
I'll put cheap and not to be cheap or anything, but a youth. They're gonna lose it. I'm gonna put probably any type of thing, but I'll put bass stuff in there too. Not like any expensive thing. I'll probably get like soft plastics and a couple crankbaits or jigs or whatnot. Nothing like.
Derek's not gonna eat the ravioli.
Oh, I'm probably not going to eat chicken.
Huh?
So I probably won't even eat this chicken. I'll try it. Yeah, no, I can't drink any more wine right now. I drink.
Is that Derek?
No, that's my brother.
I was about to say, Derek, you're a tiny man.
No, my brother's the opposite. He's 6. I know. How tall are you? 6'4"? 6'5".
Now that's a tall man.
He's 6'5" and like 200, 300 pounds. And has a huge ass size 15.
I am 5'10" and I weigh about
I don't know what he weighs.
208,
I'm just guessing.
210. Which I need to lose this weight.
You and me both, kid.
That'd be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. Hosting I would have to think about it and really spend time on that thing to host it. Because I don't know if you know G Money Strong. He's hosting a spring bass open with all like bass fishing YouTube or fishing YouTube channels that enter it. I forget who's in top place, but Shiner guy, he's in second place for for live bait. I think he has like 28 or 30 pounds.
Lasagna's going crazy down there, you hear?
What, the dog?
Yeah, it's lasagna. I heard her whining. It's either lasagna or Jasmine, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't really know any other. I mean, if anybody has any question about hunting or fishing related, you can ask me.
Now we can just go on to figure out something else to talk about. Or I'm just
If
catching up.
not, if no one else has any questions, I'll put away my stuff and
Oh, I was gonna have you
continue.
share your fishing pole, like your favorite one. Even though we've seen it, not everybody has. But I mean, seems like
I can
everybody
show.
has seen it.
I'll have to. All right. This is my Texas rig and jig setup. This has that swim jig on, bait caster, and 7-foot rod. One of my favorite ones, if not my favorite rod. Catfishing rod. That's my ugly
That's
stick.
your ugly stick. Dude,
Yep.
that's the same exact one I got Derek for Christmas a few years back.
This is just my all-around spinning rod. It's a Fluger President. Catch bass on it, catch trout on it. It's a good all-around rod for people. I mean, it's not too expensive. It's I don't know, 80, 90 bucks for the thing.
See, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm too girly, but I don't like open reel. I like close reel.
That bait on there is a Z-Man. What is that? Or a TRD Cross. Those things are durable.
It looks
That's
pretty.
pretty.
Yeah, I had both mine.
This is just an rod. There's no line on it, but that's my 13 fishing Origin LTE bait caster. That's about a $90 reel, and this is a $20 rod probably. My buddy gave it. This was my first bait casting, or casting rod, I should say. My buddy gave it to me when I had that reel, which no longer works. And then the Barbie rod that I entered in, the Barbie Rod Derby. And there's another spinning rod back there that I don't use. It's a backup. But yeah, that's all my rods. Oh yeah, and then I have my fly rod in there.
So here, it's time. Finally got a minute to eat dinner.
I'll put my rod sock back on.
So you keep your rods in your bedroom?
Yeah.
Ours are out in the garage. I'm not looking forward to going to find them either.
Fiji one. I gotta start putting this stuff back.
Well, if you wanna hop off and then come back after you put your stuff up, that's fine.
Oh, it doesn't take. It takes me 2 seconds. Not literally 2 seconds, but I can put it away on here.
Okay.
Yeah, surprisingly, in this bag alone, there's probably anywhere from $700 to $900, if not more. Not to brag or anything. That's just how much I have in lures.
Oh, no, trust me, it doesn't. You don't come across like that. If you did, I would tell you.
That's my terminal tackle in there with my jigs.
I know, like my makeup is one of my passions. I don't even want to know how much money I have in my makeup or my crocheting. I don't want to, when you have a hobby and something you like, you put money into it. It doesn't mean you're like a coaching person. It just means it's your
So
love.
that's my stuff. Waders.
I'll hold this on you.
Speaking about that, I need a new battery. I don't know if the batteries are dead in it or those scales are known to break and not work after a while. My buddy's doesn't work, but
Do you hear her?
yeah, that dog.
She was whining. Now she's pissed. Yeah, pretty sure that's it.
Sounds like it's mad and it's whining at the same time.
But she's a puppy and she's still training, so I'm pretty sure she's in the kind of they're gone. I'm sure she's not happy about it. But it's safer for her being she's tiny, so it's safer for her.
Thank God the tripods.
I need one, but I mean it doesn't really matter now. But my ex was a big fisherman and hunter. Spent thousands on equipment, never caught anything but herpes. I believe that. And this butter squash ravioli is actually really good. I thought it was gonna be gross. So let me come up with something to do.
Surprised no one asked me, Maxwell or you or John, what my favorite lure, bass lure was.
Oh, that was one of my questions too. My question was, what's your favorite lure? What's your favorite pole? I asked the pole. I forgot about the lure.
That's my favorite pole and rod combo would probably be that one that I showed you. That
The
one
ugly
that
stick or
had the swim jig on.
yeah,
That one.
that's a nice pole.
That rod actually is $25.
If it's nice this weekend, when we go outside, if it's nice, when we do the family, because we do like family thing on the weekends, like all of us, me, you, actually, or everybody up on panel. When we do that, I'll go out to the garage and pull out my fishing gear.
Oh, what's my favorite lure? Here. A jig is one of them. Any kind of jig. A stick bait, which is
Yeah, I just like the old fashioned a worm and a bob. I like old fashioned style fishing. I also like bass fishing too, though, because you're constantly reeling in.
This is the old version. I mean, it's the same concept, but it's the old June bug color that's in it. He has a new style of June bug, the person that makes my signature color. Well, that's a stick bait. That's a 6-inch stick bait. If you were to see
Oh,
a
wow.
5-inch one, they're less fat.
That's cool. That's really, I like that.
Those catch a lot of bass. That's bass candy right there. Stick baits they're called Senkos. This is
Yeah,
another color.
that's what Nick used to make the bait that he made, that he named after me. He used earthworm and something else.
Yeah, those are different colors to make the bait color. Like you can use like a green pumpkin to make. I don't know. I wouldn't know the colors of the dyes that you put in it to make the color, but there's different colors like that you buy, like
He
green
made an emerald
pumpkin.
one. Pretty. He made an emerald one with gold flakes in it for me because I like Green Bay. And then he did the pink one. I mean, honestly, he sells them. What did he say? It was $6 plus shipping, which is not that, or 6 for 5 or something. I can't remember what he said, but it's a decent price.
I think it's 6 for 5. Now, for you to make like Nick or an average person that's making them their own, yeah, that's a good average price.
And you get to choose, what you want it to look like. When you go to
Yeah,
the store and if you ask him, he can kind of make what you want. I want
yeah,
to crank your bait to make me a turtle. Or yank your crank. I call him
that's
crank your bait. I'm tired.
that's another good thing about like small companies or companies that make their own stuff. Like you can customize, you can make your own color
Yeah.
or style color or whatever. Um,
I probably wouldn't use it for fishing, but I want him to make me a bait. It's like a little turtle because I love turtles. I wouldn't use it for fishing.
but yeah, that was this bag. The greenish ones. That's not my signature color. That's another dude. That works with him. That's his signature color. It's called Yak Attack. But right, I don't know if you see 6-inch Geechee worm. I don't know if you guys can really see what that says, but it says Binks Jester.
Oh, that's cool.
I have that color. That's my signature color. That thing works.
He named the one that I have the crazy mama lure.
Crazy mama.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, what do you want to name it? The mess all said, Binks, my email is all about sex email. Email me your address and I'll send you something. Binks, my email is in my about section. Email me your address and I'll send you something. Ruth said she'd never forget her first Zebco 404.
Zebco 404. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think that's
I would guess you're probably
closed
chartreuse rattle trap.
chartreuse rattle trap. Yeah, rattle traps they're good. I call them lipless cranks. Some people call them that's a rattle trap. I call them lipless
Sorry,
cranks.
y'all, I'm not paying attention to the chat because for a while I was just back and forth, so I'll just go check when I see them.
Usually, if something pops up, I'll see it right here.
I didn't know. I missed like 5 messages.
That and it's delayed on my TV.
You ever make dinner and I always make dinner and I make meat, but there's nights where I don't want the chicken. I just want the sides. Ugh. So weird lately. I don't want to eat meat. I better be careful for the dirty comments.
See, now that popped up mess hall thing. Binks, my email is in my about section. Email me your address. I'm sending you something.
Yeah, I have to keep refreshing mine. I gotta go grab something. You think you could yeah, never mind, I'll just take my phone with me. Not that I don't trust you. Sorry, so I don't want to work on my duties.
Yeah, I'll email you, Sean, or mess hall.
I was thinking about that, how weird it'd be if we, like, when we actually do, like, you know, all of us, like, if we ever meet up, like, how weird it'd be, like, call each other our actual names.
What's up, Josh? Oh, what's up, John? What's up, Michael? What's up, Sean?
Do you even know my real name?
Patricia? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still be like, nah, just call me Mama Q. Screw it. It'd be weird.
Everybody's gonna call me Binks.
Binks. Binky.
What's up, Binks? What's up?
They're gonna be so hot, you know? Because we're so used to our YouTube names.
I'll show you a lure or a soft plastic that is another one of my favorites. You can probably get these at Walmart. My Walmart, I don't know if my Walmart still sells them or sells them in general. But this little, I think I already showed you. This little guy, it's called a Z-Man TRD.
Give me a second, I get back to hang out. So that's
Peanut butter and jelly, PB&J. These little
yeah, I
things,
think we got
2.75, 2 3/4 inch. But these
how
little
much do
things,
those cost?
that's like a pack of 8 of these little things. They last. They're durable. They're made out of Last-Tech. Not like what, say Nick, for instance. These are made out of a different style plastic that's like top secret.
Got a can.
Whoever, like the Z-Man people, they probably have to sign a contract not to tell what the Last-Tech stuff is made out of or how you make the Last-Tech. This little thing right here, you
Yeah.
can stretch these.
Holy hell. That's like entertainment for the kids.
Then you see, once you stretch it, you can see all the salt in it.
Crazy. Yeah, Kaylee wanted to watch TV and I was going to leave it quiet, but I figure if we got the dog, her a little bit of TV.
But yeah, one of these little things, these things are another thing, another bass candy. A little, pretty much a little stick bait. They sit on the bottom and then you pretty much like pop it and they go like that and they stand up. But these, they work for bass, largemouth and smallmouth bass.
Watch Toy Story.
People have caught catfish on these. I've caught freshwater drum, which we call them sheephead here in Ohio. You can catch.
Yeah.
They're meant for bass,
We have
but
sheep
they're
right here too.
versatile. Yeah, but these things, once I run out of these, I always wish I had a pack. Dick sells these for like $5 a pack, which is kind of on the pricey side, but Walmart sells them for like 4 something.
It's not bad. You guys tell me if the background noise gets too loud. Kayla just wants to watch Toy Story.
Which I
Little
know
Tanya must have fell asleep.
since I bass fish mainly, that's my species that I target the most.
Did you
I
finish
can
it?
tell you if a lure or bait,
Like that.
soft back, card bait, whatever is on the pricey side.
You need to
But for the quality that you're buying, those things
or no.
last.
You can't see her. She just stopped by.
An average soft plastic, like if you were to buy from Walmart or whatnot, Nick's, he bought the plastic. Supposedly, it's supposed to be one of the best plastics on the market. It's supposed to be durable, but like an
I'm sure
average.
they're good. I gotta go watch it. I'm gonna see. They're talking about Mess Hall's Cupcake Wars audition tape or whatever.
I watched that. The cupcakes.
Yeah, Ruth says it was dumb or something. It
It
sucked.
was dumb. It was. I could see. I'm like. I was watching it. He was talking about. I've been. It's. I don't know. It's kind of funny and dumb at the same time.
There's somebody else that made it farther though. They were cupcakes too. Some officers because I remember seeing. I introduced her to Toy Story last year, and ever since, just actually a few months, she's been obsessed.
But you said you guys got sheep head or freshwater drum. I hate them. I like the
Yeah.
fight, but those things stink and they're slimy.
Yeah,
That's
mostly that's a release fish.
actually, um, black people usually.
Well, if not word it like that, because certain ethnicities eat them.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah, you don't. People think we're racist. I already got enough. Next thing you know, I'm going to be an alcoholic and whatever. People come up with random stuff to say about people. So
But usually they eat sheep head. They smoke them. I'll never eat one of those. Those things are nasty. They're bottom feeders.
well, I
I
mean,
mean,
a lot of people aren't. Catfish is a bottom feeder too.
I'll eat catfish, but I won't eat.
Different ethnicities have different there's stuff that Zara eats that I'm like, oh, no, thank you.
I
I'm not an alcoholic, mess hall.
but I'm
I can never drink a drop of alcohol again in my life, and it won't bother me at all. I tell Derek so he can't have any more beer, he might start hyperventilating. I enjoy wine. I'm not gonna lie, I like the taste of it. I don't drink to get drunk though. I have a glass, it's gone. And I know you're doing that to trigger me, and it's not funny.
But yeah, I caught my sheep head on one of those little tiny things. I was trying to go for what was I trying to? I was trying to go for smallmouth, but then I threw that
I think
in there and
is there
felt
such
something.
is there such thing as a rockhead? I heard someone said something about a rockhead.
A rock head?
Yeah.
There's a thing called a rock bass and a snake head.
No, I swear someone said rockhead. I don't know.
Rockhead? I've never heard of a rockhead.
Me either. Maybe it's something else. Maybe like steelhead.
Steelhead.
Yeah, that's a fish.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how it is. A rockhead. I don't know. Something hard.
Well, so there's a rock bass and a sheephead and
I've heard
a
sheephead.
snakehead.
I've heard of
There's
snakehead.
no rockhead.
Well, look it up. Maybe there is. Who knows?
Yeah, there's a steelhead. That's what I chase after about fall time to about a month ago. I
I
don't
think we have
chase.
those.
I mean, we have them. They taste good.
There is a rockhead fish, but I don't think it's
But
something. It's
but
a.
yes,
It's a. It's a sea. The rockhead is known as a deep-pitted poacher. It's a fish poacher family. So it's a ocean fish, saltwater fish.
I know rockfish. I don't know rockhead.
A rockhead poacher.
Never heard of it.
It looks like a. Oh, it's weird looking. It looks almost like The outside of it looks like almost like a crab shell. I'll send it to you and hang out. It's weird.
Yeah, steelhead. There is steelhead. Trout. If you never had trout, trout is
I've had trout.
trout. That's what a steelhead is. A trout. It's a
Oh,
very,
what?
very, very hard fighting trout. They get huge. Those things get 40-inch plus. Which 40 inches is like that. They're huge. That's what that Barbie rod derby was for steelhead.
No, I'll send the picture. Like I said, it's a saltwater fish, almost like it's like a crab and a fish had a baby. Okay. It's weird.
Oh yeah, steelhead or red trout in general, they're a good tasting fish. That's one of my favorite. I mean, trout and salmon are pretty much the same thing. They're in the same family.
Random question: you got a fish tank?
Me?
Yeah.
I have like a 4-gallon back there.
So you would like fish? Maybe you have fish.
I used to have fish, but that was when I was like 8.
Yeah, we tried Ari with fish, but it was just her grandpa had this bright idea to get her this little 1-gallon fish tank with some goldfish. No. Yeah, and it needed clean like twice a week, and we couldn't figure out why they were dying. Well, when she go to bed at night and I close the door, she'd pet the fish. So yeah, we were done with fish. Got a guinea pig.
That would be a krish or a frab.
You're right. It looks like a crab it's called a rockfish. I mean, I get it because it's like it has normal fins though. You see the fins?
I would have to look at it. Hold on. I know a rockfish, yeah, they live in rocks, or around the rocks.
Rock has this Eric.
7 new messages. Oh, man. Alright, what's this about?
I'm not an alcoholic. Honestly, sometimes I wish I freaking drank that much. My husband, certain nights he could drive me to be an alcoholic.
What the what? Yeah, that's a rockfish, but I've never seen them like a orange, like a salmon orange.
It's weird, right? That's a line from a Colt 45 song. Good morning, ladies. They're back.
We're back. Shut the light off.
Yeah, lasagna has been throwing a fit. She fell asleep for about 5 minutes.
Oh, that's
John's?
Yeah.
At first she was whining. She was whining like, let me out. And then after about 10 minutes, she started barking and growling like, let me the hell out. And then she fell asleep. And then she woke up like, I'm still alone and started freaking out again.
That's John that said, or that's John that's lasagna. I thought that was over by you.
No.
I'm off.
I don't have a dog named Lasagna. Well, you think because I'm a chunky girl, I named my dog after food?
I thought it was your dog for a second.
My dog does not sound like that. My dog sounds like woof, woof.
And yours is that big fucking dog.
So what were you guys talking about?
A lot of things.
Fishing. fish, rockhead fish. Lure, his favorite pole.
Catfish.
Hello, Ruth. Now, let me tell you, Ruth, those puppies are cute. I like the multicolored one.
Yeah, the black and white one, me too. I said I would name it Oddball.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's been one of them long days.
For real.
It was nice out today.
How was turkey hunting, John?
What?
How was turkey hunting, JJ?
It was good. What?
Any luck?
No. A lot of them stayed on the other side of the ridge. Couldn't do it. Why? Why would you want to ask that?
I'm curious. I mean, everybody's been knowing you were going hunting today. I thought you might want to share.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, there was a bunch of turkeys that we were chasing, and we sat down right on the other side of the ridge, and we heard them down at the bottom, and then all of a sudden, this big old Tom comes out of nowhere, which I happen to think was motherfucker, because that's what we named him. And he was in range about 30 yards, right behind the tree where my son was sitting. He was definitely clear. There was no danger of me peppering him. But I took a shot, and all of a sudden, I see the bird go fly away. So yeah, I missed. Happy?
I didn't say anything. I just asked how hunting went.
Yeah, you already know.
Well, I thought everybody else might want to know.
Hey, it happens. What are you going to do, right?
Hey, at least you seen one that was close on the first day.
Not sponsored by Fiji Water.
Yeah, you need to be sponsored by Fiji Water once you drink it.
I emailed them.
Sponsored.
Mama Dawn said, "Good evening, family."
Good evening, beautiful.
I'm not really sure what they eat. It's whenever I cleaned Jack's turkey last year, I didn't look in the where's that gully?
Who's that?
What the
I
hell
have
is
no
this?
clue. I have no clue.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Michaela.
Oh, that's Michaela.
Don't give me attitude.
Hi, Michaela. How did you get the link?
I don't know. It just like
How
popped
did
up
you
on my
get
phone.
Sharing the link.
I don't know. It just randomly happened. You know you love
Oh my
us.
But yeah, he loves us, duh.
Marisol said, I'm still in the field. What do you mean it's been a long day? We got 15 minutes of daylight before I have to be here. You know what? Listen, not everybody's like a dude. I don't think you're human.
Michaela, Ruth said hi.
Hi, Ruth.
Yeah, Lasagna was like geeking.
Ow.
I'm like, oh, she went to sleep, and then Kaylee goes, I want to see her sleeping. I'm like, it's not like I got the camera down there. Oh, Ariana, turn the light on. Kaylee shut it off. She had me put on this Toy Story, and then she left the room.
not used to it.
It's the joys of having kids. You're like, and I'll forget sometimes. Like she'll let me put on a cartoon, and like I'll be sitting here watching it, and she'll fall asleep, and I'm still watching it. Like, wait, why am I watching this? I've completed full movies when she fell asleep. Like the first 10 minutes of the movie. Like, why did I just watch that? Ariana, will you turn the light on, honey?
What do you pack for lunch on a long day of fishing trip? I usually don't pack anything to eat. Usually I get something to eat after I go fishing.
Really? I mean, you'd have to leave early when you get hungry.
When I'm fishing, I don't really get hungry. I can wait until I get home.
See, when we go out for the day, so we pack up like a cooler for the girl, because the girls obviously get hungry. Usually,
But honestly, if it's like a long day, I don't bring anything. I'll bring maybe something to snack on. I usually bring like Gatorade or water, something to stay hydrated.
Yeah, we always do that.
I don't really bring food.
We usually have two coolers, one for drinks, which is usually water, beer if we're going to certain places that allow it for Derek and Pops. But I try to tell them to leave it at home. Soda,
Same with hunting.
Free Sun.
Same with hunting. I don't bring. I mean, this year probably when I go like during the rut and I'm in the stand the whole entire day from first light to when the light goes down, I'll be in the woods and I'll probably bring something to snack on or a peanut butter jelly sandwich or something to eat.
Yeah, that's what we make. We make peanut butter and jellies, turkey sandwiches. We bring Capri Sun, fruit snacks, Cheez-Its. We just bring like a whole lunch type thing, apple slices, Kaylee's broccoli, watermelon, strawberries. And then usually the place where we fish is like a park too, and there's this guy that comes around with like a little cart with ice cream, and he sells ice cream. He's so ready for summer. Guess what it did today? Rain all day.
It was gloomy all day.
Nice today, but then it started raining about.
So was the apartment cool, Michaela?
Mhm. It's a good size for both of them.
That's great. If she didn't get pictures today, I'm sure she'll send me pictures when we get it set up.
Yeah.
Be doing videos on it.
Oh yeah, cool. I'm sure I'll still see it before the video.
Yeah, I hunting all day. I bring coffee. I bring soda,
Coffee.
sandwiches, snacks.
Coffee.
Oh,
One of these days, we're like, you guys shut up. But no, when he says coffee like normal, it sounds creepy.
coffee.
Coffee.
No, she says it too, coffee.
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 No, it's coffee. It's not coffee.
Okay, you say it right. Good.
Mama Dawn said, Mama Q. Ruth said, stop hiding your chin.
Ruth, hush your mouth. No one else said anything.
Well,
I don't like the way my chin looks, dude. I got like 40 of them.
Well, at least Michaela, Jack, and Ashley are safe from the New York accent. They don't got.
No. Ashley,
Talk.
in a while, she'll like pop up a few words.
I mean, if I'm like when Mom gets like angry or something, her accent comes out so much.
Yeah, she told me. I'm like, I want to hear it. I'm like, but I don't want to make you mad. I'll just let JJ do it. I'm sure he does a pretty good job.
Yeah. Ew,
Listen
Dad,
here.
stop.
Don't make me bring up the turkey again. Hush your face.
You were Mama Q. Your face got so white when Dad pranked you earlier. It started yelling
Oh
at me
my God,
for no reason.
that was not funny. I was about to cuss him out.
Wait, what? What
So I
I
was talking to Michaela earlier on the phone, but just on Messenger. And so she had just made lunch for everybody. She was cleaning up the kitchen as she was making lunch. He comes in there and starts yelling about the mess of this, and I'm like looking like, what the hell are you? And so he was joking, and I thought he was really. I was about to message him like, she just made lunch. Chill out. You're being way too harsh. But he was just trolling me, and it was not funny.
It was.
No, it was
Hilarious.
not. My face, I was like,
Really? Who was that?
Yeah.
Brandon started knocking on the fucking window. I thought it was in SWAT.
Really? They're gonna knock on the fucking window?
Oh, I don't know. I just,
What is going on down
he
there?
thought he got swatted. Someone was like knocking on windows.
Jack came home with his friend, and his friend was in here knocking on my window. And I was like, what the fuck? You didn't see my reaction?
Yeah, I
Miracle
see the
Whip is
reaction.
awesome.
That was not
Miracle
awesome.
Whip equals poo poo.
Miracle Whip is, as Derek's dad said, the only thing that stuff is good for is taking the bathroom and jerking off with it. That's it. Use it like lotion.
Okay.
Oh, hang on,
Love
Michaela's
that.
up here.
You're fine. You're fine. But I'm so excited. I get to miss math tomorrow.
Why are you missing math? Didn't you miss school today?
Well, state testing is tomorrow, so they're still gonna run a normal schedule because we're doing.
Oh, but you don't have to do the testing.
It's computer based, and it keeps crashing when everyone does it in the whole school. So they have to split the days up. So my grade's doing it tomorrow and Friday, but I opted out, so I get to nap for 2.5 hours.
I wish they would let Ari opt out of state testing. They don't do
You
that here.
literally
because
just have to bring in send your child with a letter for the principal and be like, my daughter's not taking the state test. Thank you, next.
They won't let you here because of the funding. Like, you'll get in trouble.
What?
I'm not sure
Half
here,
of-
but whenever I had
Like, they tell you, like, they cannot miss. They'll send a note. They cannot miss school any of these days. Make sure you schedule your doctor's appointments around these days. They have to be at school at 9 o'clock. You cannot take them out until 10 o'clock. And if they are late to school, they are not allowed or permitted in the building until after 10. So, I mean, I guess I can make her late, but then they would eventually do a retest. Because with her ADHD, I wish I could opt her out of it.
Ow. Yeah.
Here they're called OATs and SATs. I think there's another one.
Well, no, these ones are state, not like SATs. These are like standardized tests that they take every year at every grade.
Yeah, ours is OAT, Ohio Achievement Test or something it's called.
Oh God, yeah, I remember. I
Hi, Jack.
I swatted that.
Is your friend still here?
No, he just was walking with me.
Oh.
swatted that. Give him a present. That's payback for that turning my face white earlier.
Thank you.
It's not funny at all.
They get along so well. Hi, Jack.
That was not funny. You know how much I care about Michaela.
Ryder, well, if you want to go outside, you need to move.
Well,
My
honestly,
God,
I would have freaked out if you did that to Eddie. I would have been like, what did you...
Outside, climb. Go.
Did you see what Mama John wrote?
No.
Do you want to see it or you want me to read it to you?
I'm going right now. I was fixing it. No, that's okay. I'll go talk to them, but I'm pretty sure here, because I discussed it. She said when Ariana was in kindergarten, I asked her if there was another option for her because it was really stressing her out, where she'd come home like with an upset stomach, and it was really affecting her. I'm not going to put my daughter through all this crap for you to have standardized stuff. Huh?
Oh, my, another one.
I was even.
Here.
Yeah.
Mama Q, Eric's here.
Eric's here.
Why's it called?
Yep.
This was by the door.
Thanks for the warning. Hi, Eric.
Oh,
Oh, you
you
can
want the
tell
green
water
one?
on.
Why?
You see what Bethel said? To whom it may concern. Thinks won't be attending classes today due to prep plan.
I'm
fishing
wrapped
trip.
around
Thanks,
JJ's
Mama
finger.
What'd you give him?
I gave him one of his hoodies back. But then I'm like, can I have one? Because there's two of the identical one. He's like, no! And I walked out the sad face, and he's like, whatever, have one.
Hi, Eric.
I like
Yeah, I
hoodies.
forgot to lock the door.
Yeah, now we're stuck with this yacht.
Ryder, come on.
Eric,
I like
I'm going to go
hoodies
talk to
and
them, Mama Dawn.
hoodies and hats.
oh, yeah, I'm
Nothing.
not going to be on here much. It's been a
Nothing.
long day. I know, Mess Hall
No.
late, but yeah, I'm not used to getting up
Yeah,
at
Jazzy
3:30.
did it.
Yeah, that sounds like you, Eric. What y'all got in the fridge?
No, he
Don't
didn't.
look, Eric. I'm not.
Why are you getting so much?
Jasmine peed a lot.
Yeah, at first I couldn't figure out if it was Jasmine or Latanya. Pretty sure it was Latanya.
Mama Q, how tall is Eric compared to Derek?
He's taller. Eric is 5'8", I think. I'm still taller than Eric. Taller than everybody in Derek's family. But Eric is the tallest out of them. And he doesn't wear size 7 shoes. Eric is also the oldest.
JJ is very short.
Hurry, the dog.
Very short. He's 5'10".
That's short. He used to be 6 foot.
Dog.
I put him out.
Michaela,
Eric
you're
is-
probably what, 5'3"?
Me? I'm 5'6".
Turn my light back on, child.
5'5", between 5'6", yeah.
How tall is Ashley?
5'3" or 5'2".
She's a short one.
This watermelon tastes weird.
I call her my shorty.
Jack is taller than me.
I ain't even gonna ask how tall what's his face is. Jack.
Jack's like 6 foot.
Yeah, I was about to say he's
Okay, I was off
about
by 1 inch, Eric. Men have been lying to women about inches for years. You expect me to be perfect? I really need to
I'm
wash my mouth.
John Cena. Bum, bum, bum.
John Cena.
I'm 38.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much the tallest.
I'm taller.
Than me?
Yes.
How tall are you?
5'5" to 5'6".
Yeah, you're not taller than me. I'm 5'10".
That's sad. You're as tall as Dad.
5'11" with shoes.
I'm about
Well,
5'10", 5'11", something. I don't know. With boots and whatnot.
I'm a tall woman. Derek is
5'11", 5'11".
Derek is 5'4". It's funny.
I might be 6 foot with boots. I don't know.
No, it tastes funny to me.
That's why I like wearing my muck boots. Oh,
I think it froze or something. I don't know.
I prefer to say 4 foot 21 inches. It makes me sound taller.
No, it doesn't. For anything sounds short to me. That is my dog. Hush. See, I told you. He thought that lasagna was my dog. I'm like, no, my dog is a lot. I do not know the answer. There's Laura. Hey,
I'm sure you heard Fatley whining too.
Shut up, Jack.
Marcel said I can't ride the rides at the fair. I'm too short.
oh, baloney. Okay, she's done now. Somebody fire, the wind blew, or who knows. Hey, Ari, I thought you didn't. Oh, that's Kaylee. You're taking turns on who's
Will
watching.
not believe your eyes. 10 million
So-
fireflies. The world is a fallacy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Laura's sick. Did you go get that medicine I told you about? Grab someone pick it up for you. Huh? I don't want
Oh, 11.
I dated a chick that was 5'1". That was short. 5'1's like here on me.
Laura's 4'11.
I used to be 5'11" without shoes, and then I had my girls, and then I shifted a little shorter.
Wow.
Laura's tiny. Laura's Damn.
Oh, Laura.
I think I would beat all of the girls/women at their shoe sizes.
Not me.
No one
9?
has a bigger foot than I do.
I do.
What size?
I wear a size 11.
Me too.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
We
going to
could share
see her walk
shoes.
on snow.
I feel
I have
bad.
to. We buy
Women's or men's?
boys' shoes a lot for me because they just fit so much better than women's.
Yeah. Same.
11 in boy shoes. That's men's, not no boys.
Okay, I'm not an 11 in men's. I'm like a 10 to 9 in
Yeah.
men's.
Yeah, same. You know what? Stop judging her. We
When
could
she
share
walk-
shoes.
I know.
When she walks on snow, she don't sink in.
Thank God.
Yeah, I got huge feet.
My feet are really wide.
I got
Same.
one little canoe feet. My feet.
You're not old, Mama Don. I don't know how it works that you're not old and JJ is when the age, but it just works that way.
You're not old, Mom, so shh.
You don't take old man naps.
What?
He's gonna smack me one of these days.
I could do ASMR.
I thought about doing some. You should.
I
You
have-
totally should.
Hey guys, it's ASMR time.
No,
No.
you do good, but I don't like I like the satisfying videos. I like the soap cutting videos. I actually mute. I don't like the sound.
I don't
Like, I
like
don't
ASMR.
I like satisfying stuff. Like
What are
that.
you drinking? A smoothie?
Yes, a strawberry banana smoothie from McDonald's.
I love strawberry banana smoothies.
Me too. They're so
What are you,
good.
one of the brand person?
Yes.
She's drinking it like it's Starbucks.
Or what's it? What?
Starbucks is so nasty.
We have in our church, it's a coffee shop that's like Starbucks, but 10 times better. I get a blended chai latte every time I go.
I miss the Shamrock Shakes.
Ari,
Oh, Shamrock shakes are so good.
Ari, stop yelling at the TV. There has to be commercials. Well, check the DVR. You might be able to fast forward.
Arby's mimicked Shamrock shakes, but just
With
made
Andy's
just.
Mint?
Mm-hmm.
Now is it all year?
Yeah, but it's chocolate. It's not just mint. It's mint chocolate.
I remember last year, not this year, last year or something like that. They came out with that mint chocolate shamrock shake. Like half of it was chocolate, half of it was shamrock.
That's
I mean,
gross.
it was all right.
Do you guys like Taco Bell has the orange like it's like an orange creamsicle, freezy. Oh my god, they're so good.
Speedway. It's a gas station.
If I were to go and get one
Has
of
the
those,
best slushies.
I don't know if you guys have Duchess. You guys have Duchess?
No.
I tried, Messel. Kaylee keeps shutting the light off. She's trying to watch Toy Story, and I'm interrupting her with my light.
You guys have the Duke station?
No.
Never mind. Well, Duchess gas station thing, kind of like a Speedway or a whatever.
It didn't help Mama Dawn that I kept talking till your medicine kicked in.
Are my feet? I'm tired of standing.
So sit.
Yeah. It's just like, so did you finally get a new phone that your face can show, or did you turn it around, or what?
Your makeup looks good, Mama Q.
Thank you. I stopped the I disappeared and went and finished it because I didn't have it done by the time we started. It looked good first. Okay, Kaylee, turn the lights on. It really does look like a strip club. Trust me, ain't no one wants to see this. I don't even want to see
You know, Miss Late's a lot.
Who, what? What are you talking about?
Miss Late's a lot.
Oh, not me.
Oh no. Michaela, Vegas Ghost Girl said hello.
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 It was so funny when you came in there like, who is that?
Hey, John.
Ryder.
She's like, send me the link, but don't tell that.
Hey, John.
Come here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Did I not?
What is that?
Come on. Come on. Come here. Up. There
Yeah,
you go.
I don't know where
Say hi.
I even gave you a freaking a chance
Say
to talk
hi.
about it. Hi, Ryder. Jaylee, you want to come say hi to Ryder?
Ryder, come here. Over here, this side.
No, he's not shutting it off. Give it here.
Come here.
No, I'm not shutting this off.
Up. Come on. Come on. No.
Oh, there he is. He was right
Are you
there.
too scared?
Okay,
Say hi.
hi, Ryder. Hi,
Feed
Yeah,
the
Josh,
tree.
you see this one? I got it too.
Hi, Michaela.
Hi.
Oh, JJ? Right there. Oh, spaghetti. Spaghetti. I don't know where is spaghetti.
So let's go find spaghetti.
Lasagna. Where's spaghetti?
I think she's getting.
Lasagna is. There's lasagna. There's spaghetti. They're the same thing. There's only one dog. You just called it spaghetti. It's the same as lasagna. Her name. Thank you. Kaylee, shut it off.
Come here.
Yeah. Hi. Lasagna, spaghetti.
I like Toy Story.
She's trying to change it.
Okay. Oh.
That is a chicken. She's never called me.
Oh, don't bite my cord. Stop that. Who do you think you are? No.
Oh yeah, I had to buy new headphones and a new charger cord when we got kittens. They killed mine.
Okay. Let's go. Those are not a
Oh,
toy.
really? You want to do that?
All right, stop making so much noise.
So sorry that I love my puppy.
Oh, you hush. She's just giving her puppy kisses.
We gotta wait till Tuesday to find out their names.
We gotta wait till Tuesday. So what are you gonna call them? Hey doggy. Hey doggy.
I have an idea for a name for those doggos. Cookies and
What-
cream.
Cream, she said. One of the best ones I heard is biscuits and gravy. Almost good. I like her cream though. I like Odie and Oddball too.
Hi.
Ari said Patch. Patch is a good name. And then Kenny, you're obnoxious.
Good.
Midnight and Turbulence.
Good doggy.
That's a good one. I just call it Turbo.
Are my fingers good? Are my fingers delicious?
We gotta wait too because we can't decide.
I don't
Yeah,
know
go.
what color her eyes are. They low-key look green.
Your pups. Yeah, I don't know. We actually, Marshmallow was named before we even left Dana's house. Kaylee's like, I'm naming him Marshmallow. Which really isn't a bad name. The vet said he's came across plenty of marshmallows. And then Ghost was like my idea and Kaylee's because Kaylee said Toast. And then I thought she said Ghost.
Yeah, she really looks like a peanut, but I don't know.
I like that frickin' frack.
I mean, it's cute, but I don't know. They're too cute to be called frickin' frack.
I like play with kitties.
I don't know where the kitties are. What did you just say? You're gonna go play with the kitties? It sounded funny
Ow.
for my viewers. I did. What, Jeff?
Not play with kitties.
Not going to be freaking frack. Thank you, Eric, for that.
No, really, it should be named Cookies and Cream. Ow!
But I mean, really, because cookies and cream wouldn't really work though, because the cream is like cookies in it, because he's white and black.
Cookie dough.
Oreo.
Oreo and cookie dough. Do you like my nose? Yeah.
I like Mutt and Jeff too.
Hi, Binks.
Hey, she said hi.
Left.
Lasagna is so bad.
Can you say hi, Lasagna?
You should have heard lasagna when you guys were calling. She was.
It could have been Fatley too, though.
Were you
Huh?
naughty girl? Were you naughty girl?
It could have been Fatley chiming in.
That doesn't sound like Fatly.
Were you bad girl? Were you bad girl when you were gone?
I mean, it might have been a little bit like the deeper growling, but she started whining at first.
I'm going to sleep like this, okay? Okay.
It really wasn't horrible though, because I got Rosie and I'm used to loud obnoxious barking. What time are we shutting
They
down?
look pretty healthy.
The
They do
dog,
look
yeah.
healthy.
They do. They look like somebody's dog had puppies, and they kept them or whatever. Was trying to get rid of them, couldn't. So it was like, well, we're just gonna let you go near what looks like a farm area, and somebody will take you.
Oh, I'm sure he was being loud. That's why I said she could have heard him then too.
It could have been Fatley too. I guess I've never heard him be really loud. I thought it was Jasmine for a minute.
Sit. Go.
I still can't believe we have the same size shoe. That's crazy.
I know. Like, that's so crazy.
I thought for sure you were not going to have feet as big as mine.
I have a really big foot. Oh, Mom. There's still a salami. There's still salami for your lunch. Where's that still?
Told Michaela I was going to steal her because she cooks. Derek's like, why? You cook too. Because he's like, I'm stealing Michaela. He's like, you're adopting more people into the house? I'm like, yep. That man is so ridiculous. Like, my friend wants to pick me up for a week during the summer with the girls, and so we're talking about it. And he's like, I'm like, yeah, you probably miss us. I thought like that's why he's saying no. He's like, no, we can video call, but who's going to cook for me? I'll only survive for 2 days without you. Like, are you kidding me?
Men are lazy.
Well, he doesn't know how to cook, but he can throw a microwave. He could survive for a week. I think he low-key would miss us and doesn't want to admit it. Because we've never been apart for that long since we've been married. I mean, we used to in the beginning because he worked Carnival. So. How long are we going till 9:30?
Yeah, that's good.
Because I want to get these monkeys. That'd be perfect because it'll be 8:30 here, which is their bedtime. I think that should be our normal, 6:30 to 9:30. That's 3 hours. That's more than enough time.
Yeah, I used to have to travel for work. So.
Oh, I don't know who's in here.
Don, I told him what Ashley used to do when I had to go away for work with my ID.
Deworming well, you could probably deworm them from the store, but we just did it when we're it's $12 for each one of them.
Yeah. We brought Michaela home on a Sunday, and Monday had to go out of state. Out of New York.
Yeah, I think you told me that. One of you told me that. I think it was her. Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Ryder, why are you trying to play with Jasmine? You know she doesn't like.
Derek doesn't cook, and like, if I left, he'd be like, I can't find my boots. Where is this? I honestly, and my brother's here. I'm like, well, Kenny will cook for you, and he's like, well, I don't want pasta because Kenny cooks a lot of like pasta and meat because it's what he likes. You can cook other stuff. I really think it's just because he doesn't want us to go. Because I mean, it would be rough. I might talk to her and see if we can just do a couple of days or something. I don't know. We're gonna go visit in May and figure it out. How do you know that, Laura, that Ashley was a daddy's girl? Mama Dawn.
Yeah, she couldn't stand it. No way.
Yeah, Ari. Haley struggles too, like with Derek. That's why I don't honestly I think it'd be harder on her than anything. That would be nice if she stays up. Like last night when I was talking to Kayla and she's like, who's still up? Yeah. Kaylee waited till her dad got home. Well then yeah, no, you gotta eat something. Yeah, Derek probably wouldn't either. That's the problem. Probably freaking starve to death or live off freaking nutty bars and Doritos.
I would only cook like once or twice a week when I was living on my own by myself. Other than that, I'd eat sandwiches.
Definitely. I don't know. He gets it hard.
Can I never put his link in? shit.
Mom's bullying me. Don't you guys like her shoes? You're bullying
think-
me. Do you guys like mom's shoes?
I think I might actually take a nap or go to bed early tonight. All right.
She's like,
let me see.
don't make
I
fun of
missed
me.
it. I missed the shoes. Dang it.
You want? Okay, wait. I'll go back. I'll go back.
What's wrong with their shoes?
Nothing. I'm just showing mom cute your shoes.
There's nothing wrong with their shoes. I like them.
I know. I like them too.
Shut up,
What size
Mickey.
shoe? What size shoe does she
I'm
wear?
complimenting your shoes. She wears an 8.
Well, damn, I can't wear her shoes. We can share shoes.
Yeah, we'll share shoes.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, Eric, I like to cook too. I like to cook too, but if I don't have to, like if it's just for me or something, if the Dawn goes away with the kids or something, I won't cook for myself. It's not even worth it.
Apparently, Eric took all the cooking ability between the two brothers. Derek can cook like maybe 4 things, and that's since we've been together. We've learned how to make it. When we first got together, he would burn toast. Oh my gosh, Ruth, remember that the time that Lisa set the toaster on fire? Oh, I still gotta work on that thing for you. Yeah, we've been
All right.
tour. Go ahead.
It's about that time. I'm gonna go run dogs out.
Cool.
Laura, Ruth, Eric, Mess Hall, Mama Dawn.
Lurkers.
Who?
It's the lurkers.
Lurkers. You guys have a great day. Make sure you check out Bassinbinkstv. Go over there and look at his video. If you like it, subscribe. Tell him you came from my video and Mama Q video. And what are we doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow's me and you Q and oh god, we're not doing anything tomorrow. Q&A for me and you.
Right. Next on the chatter, Mama Q and JJ questions. So make sure you think of some because we'll answer just about anything.
I'll answer anything. Oh my god. Mess hall, you don't get to ask me no. No, I'm just kidding.
We reserve the right to decline any question.
Yeah, but I won't.
You can
unless
only
it's too
have
sensitive.
3 vetoes on questions. Only 3.
If it's something that's too sensitive for me, other than that, I'll answer it. All right, I think that's it.
All right, guys. You all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. We got another great stream here. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably be doing a 9 o'clock live or 9:30ish, somewhere around there. So I'll see you then.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.